Hi, Kimberly. Thank you for being here with me today for this little interview because we want to know more about this wonderful band, Stretchies. But to start, please tell us about you.
This is the Stretchies,
Yeah.
big circular band. It has lots of stretch, and I use it a lot every day. I use it. I've used it for the last 20 years. Oh my God, 20 years. But I started my career as a ballet dancer um, from a very young age, and it was a lot of training and getting to know one's body to fulfill a certain technique. And then I became, when my career kind of slowed down as I was getting older, I was interested in still doing movement, but in a way that was more therapeutic, or a way of connecting to people on a deeper level than as it was as a dancer being on the stage and performing to people out there. I wanted to have more connection with people right in front of me and using movement as a way of expressing more feelings and a back and forth connection with people. So I got my degree in movement therapy, and that took me into many different settings, hospital settings. I worked with addictions, eating disorders, substance abuse, alcohol and drugs, and with children who had sensory processing disorders, who were like autistic or different behavioral problems. So during that time as the therapist, I had to come up with ways of getting people to move where they were comfortable, where they were more grounded in their body, where they were calming down. There was often lots of chaotic energy in the room. So, and people are normally, even like, normal people are sometimes self-conscious about our bodies and how we feel, how we look to others. So being in a large group, even with healthy individuals, it can be difficult. It can be anxiety producing. So I had to come up with ways of getting people to relax. So at the same time, I was teaching in New York City in using my movement, my dance, my ballet, and also the fitness craze. I was teaching in studios that were using the Dynaband, the stretchy kind of, didn't really like the way it felt, but it had an elasticity that made me feel like a child again, because I was like, oh, this is fun. So I would forget that I looked so fat in the mirror, or I didn't want to be with people that I didn't really think I had anything in common with. I was more engaged with the object. So that started me using props as a way in my therapy groups to get people to interact and to feel good in their bodies. So I had designed about 4 different props before this. The Stretchies was actually my last prop that I designed when I was teaching in a Pilates health club. So this is like, this kind of brings it down to,
But
in homeopathy, when you have like the tiny little granule of the piece that makes everything work. This just, it's a very simple design. It's just a circle, whereas my other things were large and more complicated, and one was hanging from the ceiling and spun, and one you're totally in it, but you come out of it. This is just a simple item, but it was amazing because it would still have that the properties of the curiosity, like the Dynaband originally, but it feels better than the Dynaband. I'm kind of going on and on, but so I started as a dancer, and then I went as a movement therapist, and all of my props came out of my movement therapy work.